Thrill of the Fight is a boxing game on the virtual reality store. I read about it online and saw reviews on YouTube, including from boxers as well as from MMA guys, things like that, as well as sparring partners and coaches of mine. So I decided it would be a good idea to try it out. My personal opinion is that it is great, and in terms of cardio, you get one hell of a workout. In some matches, I was actually dripping with sweat. The first time I used it, the day after, my body was broken. I could barely get up. The graphics are decent, and besides matches, it has a number of training features. The graphics can be improved if you have a gaming PC or the right equipment. A developed enough laptop or computer. The best advantages are that you get really good cardio workout, very intense. It's similar to real life, and you don't actually get harmed like you do in real sparring. In real sparring, from my personal experience, you can get injured quite severely, and that could take you out for days or even weeks. Which happened to me. I was out for like 2-3 weeks due to an injury from a sparring session. That being said, there is some chances of you injuring yourself. For example, if you walk into the door, trip over something, or if you hit the wall. There are disadvantages. For example, sometimes it lags. The virtual reality Oculus Quest needed to play it is not cheap. Costs around £400, like $600. But the game itself is actually only like £5 or $10. Also, you're not supposed to fully extend your arms when punching, as it can damage arms since you are punching air. One of the reasons why I was very interested in buying an Oculus, trying this out, was because I wanted to find an alternative to hard sparring or to sparring in general, and this is probably the next best thing. It has one advantage over sparring in that you don't get physically harmed. That is, unless you trip over yourself or hit a wall or punch someone in the face. But generally speaking, it's a lot safer, and you save some brain cells. So that is my review. After watching videos of others, they also say it's for someone that doesn't want to do hard sparring, and it's great for defense. It's a bit like shadow sparring and real life sparring put together, and it is, from my own personal experience of sparring, it is somewhat similar. So there is that real life resemblance to it. Of course, nothing's going to actually replicate sparring except sparring, but this is pretty much the next best thing. If you don't want to end up with lots of brain cells lost, this is probably the best solution. That being said, me personally, I do spar, but I also use this in connection with it. I spar less than the average person, just so I don't, because I'm very cautious of getting injury. That's the reason.